Hi, I'm Keith Davidson at Albertson and Davidson, and today I want to talk to you about trustee selection. Now, we spend a lot of our time litigating trust and will cases, and most of the time when we're litigating a trust case, it's because there's a bad trustee. There's a trustee who won't do what they're supposed to, they're not investing properly, they're not making distributions properly, and all the other things that go along with that. And it makes me wonder if people really spend any time at all thinking about who should be trustee in the first place, because we have so many examples of bad trustees. So what is it that you should be looking for in order to appoint a proper trustee for your trust? So first of all, you want to look for somebody who has some financial knowledge, because they're going to be expected to manage all of your assets. So they have to understand a little bit about finances and financial investing. And if you have real property, then there's going to have to be some understanding of how real property works, how you manage it, how you sell it, things of that nature. Secondly, it has to be somebody who understands that they have duties that they have to follow, and they have to go out and learn about those duties. So all the duties of a trustee are right there in the probate code, but so often people ignore it because they're just not interested in learning about it. So you need somebody who's willing to make that commitment to step up and say, yes, I am going to learn what my duties are, and then I'm going to follow them. You need somebody who's going to be objective, because a trustee has a duty to treat all the beneficiaries fairly. So you need a person who is able to treat all the beneficiaries fairly. And so often what we see is that a sibling is appointed as trustee, and that sibling simply cannot treat their brothers and sisters fairly for whatever reason. There's a lot of family history. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. It doesn't matter. Anytime you appoint somebody as trustee who already has a terrible relationship with the beneficiaries, you're setting up a very bad situation, and it's only going to get worse. And of course, you need somebody who you can trust. So you need a trustworthy person, somebody who's not going to use the trust assets for themselves, somebody who's not going to just walk away with the trust assets. So you have to combine all of those things into getting a good trustee. Now, you may not have somebody who fits all of those criteria in your family or even in your life, and that's okay, because there's other options that at least you should consider. Even if you don't choose one, you should at least consider. And that is either a corporate trustee or a private professional trustee. Now, for a corporate trustee, there's a lot of people who are reluctant to go with corporate trustees, and quite frankly, I don't blame you. There's good corporate trustees and there's bad corporate trustees. So you have to do your homework. You have to go out and map it out. You have to do a little due diligence here and find out if there's any corporate trustee that might work for you. But if you have a brokerage account or you're working with a brokerage firm, a lot of times they have a trustee division, and so you may want to check into that. Also, there's private professional trustees. So there's people who make it their living to be trustees, and private professional trustees in California are licensed by the court. Now, just like corporate trustees, there's good private professionals and there's bad private professionals. So you're going to have to do your homework. You're going to have to search some out and see what you can find. And you should meet with these people. Call them up, have a conversation. They're usually, the good ones anyway, are more than happy to talk to you. The point is, put some time and effort and homework into selecting your trustee. Don't just choose the oldest child because they're the oldest child, and don't choose the youngest child just because they're the youngest child. That's not going to be the best choice. Spend a little time, do your homework, and select a proper trustee. It'll make things run much smoother in the future.